Target. Write the sum, difference, product, quotient, and composition of two rational functions.
Rational functions. Write the sum and difference of two rational functions. Whether it's sum or difference, it doesn't matter. When you're adding or subtracting rational function, just like any fraction, you need to have a common denominator. The easiest way to get a common denominator when you have two rational functions is simply multiplying the denominator of 1, in this case the x squared plus 1, over x squared plus 1. Essentially all that is a value of 1. Then I take the other side, which in this case is this guy, and I multiply the other rational function by that denominator. So essentially what I'm doing is, all I'm doing on this side is multiplying it by 1 and this by 1. But now when I multiply them through, it will equate down to a common denominator, and then I can add or subtract the terms, like terms up above. You can see now I have common denominators, so I can add or subtract these terms. Then obviously your last step would be to simplify. Now trying to find the product between two rational functions. This is actually quite simple. All you do is, just like when you multiply two fractions, is you take the top quantity and you multiply it by the top quantity on top. And then you take the bottom quantity, you multiply it by the bottom quantity of the other rational function, and you have your new rational function. So simply just multiply straight across and you'll be fine with the rational function. Now finding the quotient between two rational functions. 3x squared plus 1 divided by x squared plus 1 divided by the quantity of the other rational function, x squared plus 2 over 2x minus 1. This is simply the same as saying the first rational function divided by the second rational function. And if you remember back from when you were dividing fractions, that is the same as, remember back from when you were used to divide fractions, that's the same as saying the first rational function times the reciprocal of the second one, which is what we get here. And now we get back to just a simple multiplication operation, where we just, as we do before, is just multiply quantities straight across to come up with a rational function answer. And that's how you solve or write the quotient of rational functions. Rational functions. Write the composition of two rational functions. Here we have r of x equaling to 3x plus 4 over x squared plus 1, and t of x equaling x squared plus 2 over 2x minus 1. Take t composite of r of x. Basically that is the same as saying we essentially want t r of x. So we start from the inside out. So that is the same as taking the r of x, which we know is 3x plus 4 over x squared plus 1. And then, which when we plug it back into the t of x, we substitute wherever we see an x, we have to substitute this expression in for wherever we see an x.